value from functions. So in Python, as we have seen, a function may or may not return a value. So in our previous video lessons, we have created various functions. We have created a function known as sum, where we are returning the sum of the parameter that are being passed to that function. Also, we have created a function greet. In that function, we were not returning anything from the function. So such function that return a value are known as non-void function. Functions that return a value are known as non-void function, and function that does not return a value are known as void functions. So we will look at non-void function and void function in detail with the help of some examples. So what we will do, we will create function that return some value. Sorry, x comma y, z is equal to x plus y, return z. So this is example of non-void function. Why? Because this function is returning a value. See here, it is returning a value z. Also, we can create some function that can directly return some literal. See, what is the difference between this and this? Both of them are non-void function. Why? Because both of them are returning something. This function is returning a variable. This function is returning a literal, means a constant value. Similarly, a function can return an expression also. Like we can write this function so this is also an example of non-void function. How it is different from the first function? In the first function, we are returning a variable. This function is returning a expression. So we can call this function as I is equal to sum in bracket 3, 4. So what will happen whenever we will call this function sum? This function will be called. Python will look whether there is a function available with this name sum or not. So yes, we have a function available with name sum. So and there we have two positional arguments. So both of the argument we have to pass. So we are passing two argument here, 3, 4. 3 will take the value for x and 4 will take the value for y. Then what happens? The flow will be sent to this function, as we have seen in flow of execution, that the control is passed to this function. Then what happens? This statement will get executed. What this statement do? Z is equal to x plus y. What is the value of x? 3. What is the value of y? 4. So this value will get computed and this will return this value. So what will happen? Whenever we are returning something from function, this function internally, this function definition, this function call statement will get replaced by the value returned by this function. So how can you understand this? That whenever internally what is happening, while I am writing I is equal to sum 3, 4, Python is computing this function call statement. This function call statement converted to 7. this function statement will be converted to 7. How? Because this function is returning the value of z. The value of z will be 3 plus 4, 7. So this will be converted to 7, and after that, that value is stored in I, and when we are printing the value of I, it is giving us 7. That's how we are getting the result 7. Similarly, we can call the function sum1. J is equal to sum1 7, 8. So what will happen whenever we are calling sum1 function with two arguments 7, 8? So the flow of execution will be transferred to this function. The flow of execution will be here with value 7, 8. Then what will happen? Next statement will get executed. So this is a return statement. So internally what will happen? 7 plus 8 equal to 15. 15 will be returned to this statement, and this will get replaced by 15. This will work internally and we can't see it. So this will be converted to 15, and that 15 value will be stored in J, and when we will print the value of J, we will get the value 15. So this is how a non-void function works. Now we will see what a void function is and how does they work. So a function is known as void function if it is having a return statement without any variable, literal or expression, or it does not have a return statement. So what do we mean by this? Like, we are creating a function greet print good morning. See, this function, we don't have any return statement, so this is a void function. This function is also a void function. Why? Because we are having a return statement, but it is not returning any value. A value can be a literal, like this, a variable like this, or an expression like this. So it is not returning anything. And remember one thing, void function does not return a value, but they return a legal empty value Python. What it is? None. So we can see that every void function returns a value none to the caller of that function. So what does it mean? Like, I'm calling this function greet. So when I will call this function a is equal to greet, so what will happen? This function will get called from here. This function will get called from here. Then this statement will get executed, and then the return will again send back to this statement. So what we have talked that whenever we are calling a function, then the function call statement got replaced with the value returned by that function. And what we have discussed just now, that what other void function return? They return none value. So how can we see whether they are returning a none value or not? By printing the value of a. So if I will print the value of a, it will print none. Why? Because this function is not returning anything. Similarly, if I will call this function b is equal to got, and when I will print the value of b, it will return none. Why? Because this function is returning none. So whenever we will call this function caught, what will happen? The function will be transferred to the control will be transfer to this statement, and then the next statement will get executed, which is print good morning. It will print good morning here. After that, what will happen? It will return, but this return statement has no value with it. So what it will return? It will return none. So what we have discussed, whenever a function is returning something, so what happens when they return? This statement will get replaced by the value returned by that function. So this function is returning none, so this will be replaced by none. So this will be replaced by none, and then that none value will be stored in B. So whenever we will print the value of B, we will get none. Let us look at some more example. Okay, so what do you think what will be the output of this print statement? So what happened when we are calling this function? The control will be transferred to that function. So the control will come here, then this statement will get executed. So $$$ will get printed on the screen. After that, what will happen? The control will be sent back to the main program from where we were calling that function. So we were calling this function replicate from here. So this replicate will be replaced by what? The value returned by this function. So this replicate function is not returning anything. So what it will return? It will return none. So this replicate value will be replaced by none, and this statement will print none. So output will be $$ and none. Let us look at one more example. So what this function will print? See, this function will get called from here. So the control will be transferred to this function. Then this function will this statement will get executed. What this statement is doing? This will return the value $$ to the statement from where it is getting called. So this will get replaced by $$. So the output will be only $$, and no none will be printed. Now we will see how can we return multiple value from a function. So I have written a function here. What this function is doing, this function is taking three parameters x, y, z, and it is returning the product of x, y as the first value, the second value as the product of y and z, and the third value as the product of x and z. So it is returning three values. So when we call this function with two arguments, so what will happen? This value will get returned, means 2 into 3, 6, comma 15, comma 10. So this value will be stored in A, and C. This value is stored as a tuple in A. So if we will check the type of A, it is tuple. So whenever we are returning multiple values from a function, they are returned in the form of a tuple. So we have discussed one thing in class 11 regarding unpacking of tuple. So what does unpacking of tuple means? Like we can get these three values in three different variables. How can we do that? Like we can do I, j, k is equal to product 4, 5, will happen? This function will get executed from here. So this function is getting executed from here. So the control will be transferred to this statement. 4, 5, 6 value will be passed here. Then what it will return? It will return 4 into 5, comma 5 into 6, comma 4 into 6. So those values will be stored in I, j and k. So we can print the value of I, j and k separately and see this is not a tuple, this is the integer. So in this manner we can get multiple values from a function in multiple variables. Thank you.